Welcome back to Weeb Gamers, a podcast where we talk about everything to do with anime, video games, and whatever else we want to talk about. We are back with episode 26.
Let's go.
This has been going very smoothly, very nice. Alan is joining us from a remote location.
Using our Weeb Gamer money.
Sean again. Sean is being Sean as he always is.
Sir.
And how are you guys doing on this fine evening?
Sean, go first.
If I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, college boy. I go first,
Yeah.
okay. I was doing well, but now my eyes like suddenly acting up like crazy, allergies and whatnot.
Nice.
But other than that, I'm pretty good.
Nice. Yeah,
If I'm sniffing a lot, then you'll know why.
Took all our revenue from our
Oh,
last.
okay.
Get closer to your mic, fool.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Alan.
Oh, yeah. So, doing good. Well, using the revenue from our last 25 podcasts, and taking a nice vacation, well deserved. Ever since being up, promoted to my new standards, I have to, take some time off. Maybe one day we'll bring Sean over. Andre still has to work in the mines like the Chilean miner that he is. But it is what it is. I'm feeling good. And I hope today's discussion is as good as all other 26s.
25.
25.
Sorry, yeah, today's 26. I'm so
Well, 24 for you.
20.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't quit, bro. Okay, all right. What are we starting with?
I don't know. I let you guys always make me pick, so one of you pick this time.
Sean, what do you?
I want to
what's
start with I know what makes me angry, and it starts with a T and ends with a Michi.
Tamagotchis? That's not a topic we could talk about right now.
No, but I mean those things.
Tamagotchi doesn't end in Michi, bro.
No.
We tried it.
I almost gave it to you, but Alan,
Yeah.
Andre came in.
Yeah, Andre saved you. All right.
All right.
All right.
Tokyo Revengers it is.
Let's do some recap.
Let's get going.
I can
Okay.
You want to do it?
I can do it so quick.
Okay. If you want to do it quick, go.
All right, so last episode we left off. Mikey dropped to his knees because I don't know. We're gonna start this. Stop your nonsense. All right. So after Mikey beat up Kazutora and his goons, he drops to his knees. Then he's unable to move. Everyone tries to go save him, and then Valhalla's like, "Nah, we're gonna beat him up." And then what happens, Mr. What's his name again?
Kisaki?
Yeah, Kisaki comes, knocks them out. He's like, yo, I'm the bad man. We're going to protect Mikey. And then they're beating up all the Valhalla guys. But then Takamichi's like, yo, I seen that guy somewhere. And he actually used his brain for once. And he actually remembered somebody and realized that it was Kisaki's boy. So it's like a whole plan going on. And now it's revealed what everyone already knew, that Kisaki was running the whole thing. Because he came off the phone with Hanma and everything. And then Kisaki's kicking ass. Then Baji finally shows up and then beats down Kisaki, and then now it's Baji versus Kisaki. It's lit. Also, this is a side note. They fully admitted that he did completely die last episode, and they just missed it.
I know.
I was like,
forgot.
Yeah, they totally admitted that Kazutora is the one who stabbed Baji.
And
we were like, I was like, what? I forgot about that. I don't
Exactly. Anyways, then Baji gets like knocked down, and then Takamichi and the other dude are trying to be brave and stop Baji, but then Baji's like, move, and then they moved, and then Kazutora stabbed him in the back, and then Takamichi thought he was useful for a second and pushed the guy away, and then Baji's like, that was just a scratch, don't worry, and Takamichi's like, oh, did I do it? And then Baji's like, yeah, protect Mikey. And then he gets up. He's like, I'm going to beat down Kisaki. Takes down every single one of Kisaki's mans. He comes face to face with Kisaki, about to win. Then the blood from this knife wound starts falling. He spits it out, and now he's about to die. And now we know that Takamichi is still just as useless as he's always
garbage
been.
as usual.
it was the knife wound, though, eh?
Yeah. It's a knife wound. I mean, it's a lot of work. Like when you like get so much blood pumping with like a hole in your body, it becomes like an issue.
Yeah. I tried. Yeah.
So yeah, that was the recap. Real quick, nice and simple. That's what it was.
I like how it only became an issue though when he got there. Like it was
Before
before it was completely fine.
You know,
99 people, easy. 100 though, too much.
Yeah,
Too much.
for sure.
Too much.
I want to say though, like, the only thing that, what happened to Baji this episode, the only thing that made me notice is that Draken's a fucking god, because Draken in the past fight with I forget what it was called, but you know, that whole street brawl we had before, Draken got stabbed and everything. He was still ready to fight. He was still beating people down. He was unconscious and he came back up and started beating ass and everything. So honestly, I thought Baji was about to pull it off. I thought he was gonna like cough halfway, but he didn't. He didn't at all. He wasn't struggling. And at the end, I'm like, I think he's got this. But they did like the haha, just kidding, and then he coughs, and I'm like, God damn it. And I've never actually felt so pissed off at like a character that has done nothing yet. Like Kisaki's technically done nothing yet, technically. So and when Baji's about to hit him, I'm like, dude, just swing it, just swing. And he just doesn't. And I'm like, God, I hate this guy so much. But also on the other hand, I guess Kisaki's a freaking chess player, dude. That guy's playing 5D chess. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. And they weren't kidding. He actually knows what he's doing. I like this episode. Shout out to Takemichi's like jeans, I guess, making him look
dumper.
Yeah, that guy's got a Volkswagen station wagon on.
He's a wagon.
No wonder this guy couldn't run, bro.
Oh man.
I remember all just finding out. We're like, holy shit.
but I'm glad. But I'm like, it upset me for sure. But I'm also glad because this episode brought me to the point where I almost actually believed Baji when he said it was just a scratch, because like I was like, that knife is all the way in his body. Like there's no way.
Half my arm, like it's just in him.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that's just a scratch. But he was just like completely fine, and everyone was happy. And then I was just confused the whole time. I was like, did Takemichi actually save him?
But then you remembered that Takemichi is almost as bad as Fushi when it comes to saving people. Almost. As bad. But still really bad.
We'll get there.
Oh!
Because I finally was right for once.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. Anyways, so so Baji, but you were saying about how you think that Draken's like a badass for like getting stabbed and then being able to fight.
Yeah,
but like
his stab wasn't as bad.
No, it wasn't that. Like
he stood up.
Draken didn't fight at all. He stood up and then,
that's right. It was
Takemichi's friends came.
Right, it was after. But I don't know. I still think Draken. If you're power scaling these guys, I do think Draken's up there. And I think
Draken's stronger.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to give Baji his credit that he did something. That he did.
Well, one thing
he made me like him, bro. When he took out his elastic band, put his hair in a ponytail.
Oh, that got you going, Andre? That got you going, the ponytail?
To shine. And Mikey on his knees and Baji pulling his hair back.
Well, one thing I like that they threw in there, I mean, they were going to reveal to us that like Kisaki was in it with Hanma anyways. Yeah. But like they showed like Hanma's like he had a concerned expression when Hisaki got hit in the head with the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it showed everyone's like reaction to it, like, and then like Hanma was also like, uh-oh, and it was like that wouldn't make sense otherwise, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So it was the first time you see Hanma and Kisaki like actually like irritated.
Yeah.
Like usually they're always just like laughing like, hey, I know more than you. Yeah. But this time they're actually like.
Oh, sure.
How satisfying was it though to see Kisaki get hit in the head like that? I was like, yes.
Oh, I loved it, dude.
Finally.
So can you tell me why everyone's domes are so strong except for Mikey's brother?
I don't know. Do you really
Andre, come on, man.
A lot harder.
That was too soon.
Everybody survived the pipe to the face except for Mikey's brother.
Mikey survived several pipes to the face.
Okay, all right.
A lot.
It's like Baji's second hand survived like 27 fists and his back of his head smacking against concrete.
Oh yes,
he woke up fine.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Mikey's brother just couldn't make it.
He just couldn't do it.
He wasn't training.
Plot armor wasn't strong enough.
He's only living to make Mikey stronger by his death. All right, leave him alone, dude. Leave him alone.
It's true. What do you guys think happened to Mikey? Do you think it was just like he was just like passed out because of getting smacked in the head multiple times, or do you think it was like an emotional thing?
I think emotional. I mean, it's an anime, so like, well, I mean, real life expectations are the pipe, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, clearly we've seen that pipes don't really amount to much except on Mikey's brother, so I would say emotionally.
Yeah.
He was just like, I don't know if I want. I'm not really into this fight.
The thing is, though, I think he's about to like pop off again because Baji is now incapacitated. Like he's not moving. So I think once Mikey comes to and like regains senses, he's actually going to lose it again because he's going to look over at Baji,
that's probably
look over at Kazutora and then be like what like who did this? Like what happened? If he doesn't know what happened already, he'd be like, what's going on? But the thing is, though, I think we still get past the point of that next event, turning point, because Mikey is not the one that has killed Kazutora now, right? And Mikey is not the one that, let's say, put Baji down, which we thought.
Why do you think Mikey's not the one who killed Kazutora?
I don't know. It could happen next episode, right? I think.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because in the past, the same thing happened anyways. Because Kazutora stabbed Baji, killed him, and then that's when Mikey lost it.
Yeah, because Kiseki could just straight up be like, yeah, Kazutora killed Baji. Sorry. And then Mikey just goes into Pound Town. Oh, God. He just goes and beats him up. Could still happen.
Better.
These episodes are good. I'm this one was good. I like this one.
Yeah.
Gave shined the light on Baji, shined the light on how powerful Kiseki's like, I don't know, persuasiveness is, and how he can get people on his side. Like he thinks everything through. Mm-hmm. I just didn't notice how like I didn't notice how like what's his name on Valhalla, the Hanma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He started losing versus Draken. It was nice. Draken was out.
Oh yeah.
He's been
losing. But that last episode was good. Like Draken got some nice hits in without getting like the punch. You punch me and then I punch you and then you punch me. It's like he was actually getting his ass beat at the end. Kind of nice. But I don't know.
Yeah, but he has a jaw of steel, bro.
Oh yeah, he's like damn zombie.
It's like what is wrong with you?
Go down already.
Oh my God.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah. He could take some punishment, man. That guy.
He can. So what do you guys think is next? Do you think Mikey's gonna show up?
Yeah.
How do you think Takamichi's gonna avoid snapped Mikey, or even if Mikey does eventually snapped, how do you prevent him from killing?
Yeah, Nakama power, I think. Power of friendship.
The what?
Nakama power.
Yeah, power.
You just go in and hug him, and then you're like, "It's okay, Mikey."
And yeah, true. Actually, Sean's onto something. Instead of like, let's say Mikey's about to just punch Kazutora, and then Takamichi jumps in the way and just takes it for him, and then Mikey's like, "What are you doing?" And then Takamichi's like, "This isn't you. This is not what we do. Like, you're better than this. He's your friend. He's family." And then the Fast and Furious song plays, and we're done. That's it. I think that's
Nothing stronger than family.
That's right, family.
And do you guys think that Baji's dead?
Oh yeah.
See, this is tough because no one has died except for Hinata multiple times.
That just counts as one though.
And Mikey's brother.
And that, there's two. But that's like a flashback death. So.
Exactly, flashback in the present. No one has died in the past.
You know what?
I forgot. His friend died twice too.
His friend died.
That was the future. Or present.
Yeah, exactly.
I will
say. Confused.
I will say. I think if this is it, where like Baji, there's no power friendship bullshit that happens to Baji. I think this is actually it. I think getting stabbed and fighting 100 guys. You just don't. If you still have more fighting you, I don't think he goes down there. He has too much pride for that. I think I'm certain he's probably dead. Which leads me to this.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's weird, but I think he's just either dead. I don't know. Now that you said really, fuck you.
Right. I mean, I don't get why would you introduce such a cool character and then kill him off, and we don't even know why he didn't like Kisaki.
Just to piss you off, bro. That's why.
Yeah, I don't. That's kind of annoying. I don't know.
It's annoying. I feel like there's more answers we need from him. He can't just die like that.
We do. Like why? Why did he hate Kisaki?
Yeah.
Why did he choose this method to try and expose Kisaki?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like
no idea.
After he saw Takamichi punch Kisaki in the face, he obviously knows that there's an issue here. Someone else hates him just as much as me. Maybe we can work together to show Mikey, especially considering he's his second most trusted member of Toman.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't you see what I mean? So I'm confused. Why would he need to use Valhalla to do that?
I have no idea.
Such a weird thing.
Because Toman would still lose. So I don't know. Even if he betray, I don't know. See, it doesn't make sense because they're afraid that Toman's gonna lose in the fight without Kisaki's guys. But by him joining Valhalla and then still fighting just to get to Kisaki, that doesn't change the outcome at all.
Maybe it's Kisaki's doing. Right? Maybe he forced a hand where Baji needed to move on to the other side for him to get his like I'm pretty sure Kisaki knows that Baji hates him, and I'm pretty sure.
He does now.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Kisaki knows like Kazutora. He can manipulate Kazutora enough to get him to do whatever he wants. So maybe we don't know. They're gonna show. It's like he played a hand where Baji leaving to go to Valhalla was the only way for Baji to do what he wanted to, but Kisaki knowing that makes himself look like the scapegoat there. Again, the guy's playing chess, and we don't even know the half of it, I think.
And then what made Kazutora switch up like that? Like, it was Mikey's fault this whole time, but now all of a sudden it's Baji's fault. When did he make that switch? Because
that kick to the head made him just, like, get confused, and he's like, oh, wait. Baji was also there that day.
You know what? And again,
all his fault now.
And I think it's just it's because of his upbringing. Right? It's kind of like a cop out with Kazutora. I think it's like he whatever he thinks at the time is what his mindset's going through. Like like it was Mikey's fault like for having a birthday. Like okay, and then now it's like it's Baji's fault because he was there with me and didn't do what we were supposed to do. It's like I think that's just him as a character. I don't know. I think he's just trying to cope with it somehow,
wild card,
right?
Wild card.
Yeah, literally.
I know, but is it just because he's just like, oh shit, Mikey's too strong? Maybe I gotta kill someone else instead.
Someone's dying today.
He went up to his mission board and he kind of X'd out Mikey, defeat Mikey, and then the next mission was defeat Baji. So yeah, maybe.
I also really appreciate that he had a knife the whole time and he never used it on Mikey.
He loves Mikey, man.
This is true. This is very, very true.
He's like, oh, by the way, I have a knife. Stab.
Stab. I didn't
probably could have used it before. Together. Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming he wanted Mikey to suffer a little bit, so that's. I'm gonna.
But Baji though. Baji though.
No. Baji doesn't care, man, because it's only a little bit Baji's fault, but it's all the way Mikey's fault. So. Mikey deserves more punishment.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, do you guys think that was his plan from the beginning, was to make sure Baji dies, or do you think he literally did what we said and he switched up mid thing?
I think he's
or he just decided this. He's like, no, it's Baji's turn.
No, I think he switched up. I agree with Sean.
Yeah.
But remember when Baji was like taking all his men down, Kisaki said Kazutora failed. So that's why I'm wondering if he meant like if Kisaki like manipulated things in a way where he knew Kazutora would eventually kill try and kill Baji, or if he literally said, "Hey, Kazutora, this is the plan and this is what you got to do." Like, I don't know which side I'm on, you know.
When Kisaki says Kazutora failed, did he say it loud enough for Kazutora to hear him? Or was it more like
he was talking to himself? I'm pretty sure he's talking to himself.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a triggering thing where Kazutora was like, "Oh no, Kisaki thinks I failed, and let me redeem myself." No, that's not it. Okay, I don't know, dude. Kazutora is just a weird dude. I don't know. At the end of the day,
also, friggin'. Oh, I guess it was on purpose. Never mind. I was about to say Kisaki had 100 men and no one noticed Kazutora gone, and I was like, "Oh no, he did that on purpose."
I know.
Yeah.
Well. How did he not notice that Baji was like right in front of him, like while he was getting through the 50 people or 100 people or whatever?
That's interesting. Where did Baji come from?
I don't know.
This man was hiding inside a car.
Nah, bro. Takemichi was carrying him inside of his pants.
Oh man,
that's where
oh my god, that's why he's so thick, huh?
Right.
It's just Baji in there.
It's just Baji the whole time.
Can you believe though that? Listen. This fight has been going on for 3 episodes now? Yeah. Not once and this includes the parking lot fight, not once did Takemichi actually attempt to save anybody. He always looked and said, "Oh no, look what's happening."
Yeah, it was so frustrating.
And just stood there.
Yeah. I love how it was just constant disappointment. He's like, "Oh no, they're going to get Mikey. What do I do?" And then Kisaki saves him. He's like, "Oh no, Kisaki saved him. Now everyone likes Kisaki. What do I do?" And it's like now Baji hits Kisaki. Oh no.
But I will say before Kisaki got there, this is the first time he moved his feet and he actually tried.
Yeah.
And somehow caught up to these guys that were running for 10 minutes before.
He got those glutes, man. He's got those glutes. He can catch up.
They must be slow, bro.
Oh, they're all fucking slow, apparently.
He waited 10 minutes, then he got knocked down twice, and still almost caught up.
You know what? Even as we make fun of him, our insults are less and less, like, I guess, bad. At least, like you said, this time he's actually moving, which gives me hope in, like, the next whatever how many seasons we get. He actually starts to become
character growth.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of growth, and we'll debate this too. Who has the worst character growth, Fushi or him? I'm going with him, but I mean, it's been
so far it's him.
So far it's him. 100%.
I mean, Fushi's whole story is growth.
But like, just
okay.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll give you this then, if you think we've been too light on Takemichi.
Okay. Oh God.
Back to his memory issues. Okay. His goddamn memory. Yep. I know that we forgot that Kazutora is the one who stabbed Baji in the past, but how did he forget that? How did he forget that? Like, how useless are you, man?
We talked about this. When he travels back and forth, the fucking neurons in his brain actually just explode, and he just becomes Joe Biden or something. And he just straight up does not remember what's going on. God. He just doesn't. And then he's just like trying to hold Baji back. He's like, "Oh wait, it's actually Kazutora who stabs him." I feel like I completely forgot. I feel like President Draken is actually over his shit because he's like, dude, you were standing there with us. How don't you remember? So he even said the same thing. He was over it,
right? Yeah. And then he still forgot.
And he still forgot. He got reminded. He was there. He got reminded. He was there when it happened, and he still forgot what was going on.
He still forgot.
Imagine that, bro. Imagine you get coerced somehow to kill someone. You're in jail. Then some dude you remember from middle school comes back, and he's like, "Yo, remember when one of the most important moments of our life, and Mikey killed that dude? What happened?" And then you're just like,
"Yeah." He responded pretty calmly, considering.
That's what I'm saying. He just sits there and answers all his questions. He doesn't even like question. He's like, "Why are you asking me?" He's just like, "Oh, yeah, bro. You know." Like,
yeah.
Hey, when you're on death row, when you're on death row, you just want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Granted,
you just don't give a shit
wants
anymore,
to talk to Takemichi. I mean, Draken's like, "Fuck it, I'll just tell him what he wants to know." Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Or he just
cheese, bro. I hope when Takemichi eventually fixes the present that Draken gets to keep his ponytail.
Yeah, me too.
Because bald Draken, I mean, like, he still looks good still, but like just
the ponytail makes him 100%.
You gotta have like the dragon tail ponytail or whatever. Exactly. Yeah, that thing's badass.
So where do you think we're going from here then?
I think we just gotta see what Mikey's going to do. I think, go, Sean. Give it an in-depth. Give it in-depth.
Okay, so Baji's all like lying there and stuff, and probably dead. I don't know, actually. Probably dead. Let's go with that.
Yeah. My instinct says he's not dead, but
yeah, we'll see.
Instincts or hope, or like your heart, your hope. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Then Mikey gets up. He's like, "Oh, okay. Does Baji die right away, or does he die like he get that like he looks those last words in death?
Wait. Okay, before you go, he's about to die.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks he's dead.
Okay.
But then you hear Mikey, and then as Mikey looks over, he sees Baji. He's looking at him, and Baji's gonna be like, "I never meant to hurt your brother. I love you." And then he dies, and then that makes Mikey go like a frenzy.
And then his brother walks in, and he's like, "Yo, what are you guys even doing?
What are you guys doing in my backyard?"
Imagine. No, but I feel like if Baji's going to die, I feel like it goes into that route where he talks to Mikey for one last time, says how sorry he was, never meant to hurt him, never meant to hurt his family, and just crying.
Oh yeah,
just pure crying.
Yeah,
because like right now Baji's badass. Like, I'm Baji. Like, no one can touch me. And then we'll see the emotional side, and then Mikey will start crying.
Yeah, bro, he even died badass. He's like, damn.
Damn. Sorry, go ahead, Josh. All right.
So all that happens, and then Mikey's like, angry mode, Nine Tails mode. Goes and grabs Kazutora, punches him in the face repeatedly, probably, or kicks. I don't know. Kicking seems to be his thing, but he punches once in a while. And then Takemichi will be like, "Oh no, it's happening just like how it did in the future past. And then he goes and he's like, Mikey, hand on the shoulder, like, that's enough. And Mikey's like, just keeps punching him. Takemichi, and then he just probably tries to stop him. Probably gets a few, fists in the face from Mikey because he's like in the way kind of thing. But then he's not going to back down kind of thing. You know how it is. Yeah. And then Mikey's like, "Oh, you silly goose," and then they make up. And then they make up, and he's like, Kazutora's alive. But actually, yeah, he's alive. Let's go with that. But I think Kazutora is going to survive. Yeah.
But then that happens, and then Kiseki comes in and just shoves the freaking knife through Kazutora's heart.
Oh, possible. Or Hanma.
Or what would that solve?
Well, Kiseki could be like,
Kiseki can't do it. Someone else would have to do it.
But Kiseki could be like, I'll do what the leader can't, and then just like kill him.
Oh, that'd be dark.
You know what I mean?
Also, shooting yourself in the foot, kind of.
Yeah, that kind of ruins your whole plan.
Yeah, I think
like
Hanma would do it.
Hanma does it, if Hanma does it, and then Kiseki beats up Hanma, then.
Yeah, but well, hold on, but Kiseki wants Mikey to go to Valhalla.
Exactly.
So why not start the like make the people show the people that you're a stronger leader by killing the person that killed Baji? No,
I don't think so.
No, okay.
I think Mikey.
Think about it now.
I think Mikey. No. I think Mikey would get angry at Kiseki for killing Kazutora because Mikey's very logical in the sense where he's like, listen, I understand what happened, but like he's basically dead to me. But I also don't think that he would be okay just watching someone else just kill him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He's like, that's
like
my
he
kill.
may not stop it from happening, but that just if you go kill him, he's not gonna like you. Because he's like, oh, you still hurt my family. Yeah. Even though my family did something bad, you still hurt
That makes
family.
sense.
You know
Because I'm just trying to I don't know where the point is where Kiseki needs to make everyone believe him more than Mikey. And I think it's too early now because everyone really still likes Mikey, right? So I think you're right. Yeah. It's not here. But yeah, true. Okay.
And don't forget, like, even if this part is resolved, like, he stops him from killing Kazutora, like, they still have a fight to go. Like, they're still in the gang fight or whatever. True. So they still have to get through that. And there's, but
I don't know. Are they, bro? What's Valhalla doing, bro?
I don't know. They're standing around.
Bro, they they literally outnumber Toma, and they're losing because Draken's a Super Saiyan 2, apparently.
And they're bigger and older. Yeah, they said.
Crazy.
So it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I got a question for you guys though.
Hit me.
Okay, you know the guy with the mask that was with Kasaki, like in the past before? Do you think he was expecting that at all?
Not sure. No, I'm joking.
Guy's got the Delta variant.
Do I think that was part of their plan, or
do you think that
blindsided?
Do you think it was part of his plan? Like, I mean, it was obviously Kasaki's plan, but do you think that he knew it all? That he was just gonna get like manhandled by Kasaki out of nowhere?
Listen, I think so. Yes. But
so he just took
maybe it's one of those things. Maybe it's one of those things where like he knew what was gonna happen, but maybe
not that way.
Kasaki like put a little bit more into his acting. You know what I mean?
Like because he forgot to pull the punch, and it's just like, oh shit, okay, we're going like this.
Because think about Osanai. Remember?
Yeah.
Like him getting stabbed wasn't part of the plan. He just got like when he got stabbed by Pa, which was part of Kasaki's plan. And then he even said he just got thrown away after that.
That's true. This is true.
I want to say yes, because I think because I don't think it's a coincidence that the guy that Kasaki led the charge to attack Mikey, that Kasaki was just happened to be in prime position to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially since Kasaki's been nowhere this whole entire fight, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm going to show up in perfect condition because obviously none of us have thrown a single punch, but I'm going to show up just to save Mikey.
I'm going to take the reins from here, boys. Thank you.
I don't see. This is what I think. Maybe my mind is just like kind of messed up, but that's like the first thing I would think of. Like I would look at him up there and I'd be like, how do you have like no dirt on you at all?
Like zero. Not even like dirt on your shoes. Like you're just clean. Like that's so true.
This guy hasn't thrown. I don't know. I'd be, but then Draken's like, "You did it, good job." I was like, "God, Draken, you
Draken, stick to fighting.
You gullible
you just love Mikey too much. You can't see the truth."
Yeah. It's fair.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I think Baji's alive for now.
Okay.
Mikey, I'm sorry.
Honestly, like usually I can make a decision on these things.
He died.
But I actually can't decide if he's gonna die or not. I have no idea. If he say this, depending on what happens here, will give me more confidence going into future situations.
About who's going to die? About people dying in general?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on.
That's kind of like how like To Your Eternity, where I get like a better idea of who would die and who not.
We just expect everyone to die now.
Yeah.
You did.
I'm gonna go on a limb. Hold on. I'm gonna go on a limb. Out on a whim. What's the saying? I don't know. I'm going
limp.
I'm
off left field.
Yeah, I'm gonna start limping, and I'm just gonna say, I think Baji's last words, because I think he might die. If he does die, I think his last words to Mikey will be, "Arigato, Mikey-kun," and then he's just gonna die.
Arigato.
Whatever.
Mikey-kun.
Thanks. He's just gonna say.
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you for being my friend, my brother, family, and then just dies.
Well,
that's boring.
You're boring. All right, let's.
You should have been like.
You know what's not boring? Tentacles.
What?
Let's go.
What?
Next one.
All right.
That's disgusting, man. That is nasty.
To your eternity.
Let's go.
Someone else recap this, man.
Sean, you have a nice voice. Go.
I had so many emotions.
All right, let's
going
go
through this episode.
Sean doesn't care about your eternity character, so I'm gonna make him recap him every single one.
Yay. Okay.
Oh wait, before you do that, sorry. Back to the Tokyo Revenger for 1 second.
Let's do it.
They actually made me like Baji this episode.
Yes.
Very good.
I love Baji ever since I fucking saw him. Anyway,
we didn't do a disclaimer in this episode, did we?
Spoiler alert for everything we talked about before and after.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
You already got fucked on Tokyo Revengers. Sorry.
Exactly.
Nah. If you spoiler, just jump in front of a train and you might go back into the past 12 years.
I thought this was going a whole different direction.
He was pushed. Pushed.
Audrey just told their viewers to go kill themselves. Like, what the fuck?
No. You
16
might go
years
the
from
past
now.
12 years.
12
in
years.
The past, and then if our memory works anything like Takamichi's, you'll forget everything, and then you won't even remember. And then then everything will be good. Good.
All right. To your eternity. Here we go. So we have a bunch of zombie tentacles going around still. Trying just fucking shit up everywhere. And Fushi, not Takamichi.
Same shit.
So yeah, exactly. So Takamichi is with not Panora. Tonari.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? Some kid. I don't even remember.
Sandal.
Like I guess
Sandal.
I guess he was part of the group.
Sandal.
All right, Sandal. All right. So they're trying to like kill all the thingies, and Fushi's like, okay, fire mode, goo. Takes them all out like it's nothing. Okay, I guess he couldn't have just done that the first time. But
should have definitely done that.
Well, I think he tried, but they weren't grouped together as they were now. I think that was the problem.
Even individually, like just burn them.
You could have done it one at a time though.
Yeah,
he didn't do that
easy.
either. He just ran away.
Anyways, there's like 3 left who happen to be their friends who were turned into zombie tentacle people, and they're all like discussing about who kills them first because they're like, I want to do it, and then was like, no, I want to do it, and so they're like arguing over who gets to kill their friends. So then Hayase just swoops in, interrupts the conversation, and takes Tonari hostage and holding her over a fire pit, and it's kind of like trying to bargain with Fushi. She's all like, oh, be with me or else I'll drop these people in the fire and kill them. And Fushi's like, oh, you guys fucking lied to me, by the way. Okay. Tonari wakes up because how did she knock them out? That's what I was wondering, because I was wondering if Alan's theory was going to come into play there.
Nah,
did she
I don't know.
Okay.
There's no poison, so I'm assuming it's
okay.
this.
It was a karate chop.
Because it was like, oh, she woke up. I guess she just wakes up fast no matter what happens to her. Karate chop.
But she did that
otherwise.
last time. Remember when she sent them away on the boat? She knocked them out with a violence too, and then she was
that's weird. Okay, I thought it was like an immunity, but I guess it's just immunity to like everything, even physical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she just has insomnia even from physical. Continue.
Tonari wakes up and tries to pull Hayase into the fire, and Fushi comes in as Gugu and somehow jumps into the pit and out in one swoop motion.
Yeah, he jumped across the whole thing.
They were already... You could already see the edges as they were falling in.
Gugu's quad is probably so massive.
Yeah,
that
that's true too.
It was one leap, and he just like... He could have cleared that double the time, but he just like...
Gugu's quad, Takamichi's glutes.
Done. Combine those and you
cross the whole thing.
That's like a funeral station wagon right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right, let's keep going.
Okay. Speaking of funerals, so... coming back to the three kids, they just get off screen because Fushi saves Tonari and Hayase, and then they get off screen. And then everything is good again, except Hayase is all tied up. Everyone's saved. So they decide to split ways. Tonari, who doesn't die, contrary to what I thought. Good job, Andre.
Me too.
Actually, did you guess that too?
No. I'm saying I agreed with you. Andre has the better of both of us.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
good. It's because if you keep guessing one thing, eventually you'll be right.
keep guessing heads. It's got to land on heads once.
I'll accept it. Oh, man. All right, so Fushi's like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm taking this girl with me, which we're all just like, okay. It's a bit weird, but okay. Yeah. The owl is sent with him, and I'm saying, man, that's it. When one of his forms, we're all. Yeah, we all know that now. It's pretty clear.
100%.
Owl form is coming.
It's coming.
You just need that thing to
die. What's his name?
Yo,
Lingard or Gilgard or whatever?
Yeah, Linger.
Something,
Linger.
bro. Aren't you guys like upset that the fact that we all think the owl's gonna die, and then he's gonna meet Tonari years from now and be like, "Oh, where's the owl?" And
he'll just turn into it and be like, "Here it is."
Oh no! Yeah. Oh my God! It's gonna be like, Lingard, you're back, and Fushi's just gonna change. She's gonna be like, "Oh," just start crying.
That's what I thought was gonna happen already. Yeah. But anyways. He brings Crazy Girl out, and she's just like, oh, she wakes up. He's like, what do you want? And she's like, oh, I just want to be with you, man. I love you. Like,
I just want to have happy
immortal
fun
babies. Yeah, happy fun times.
Give me one night. $50. Give me one night. Yeah.
That was,
okay, what the fuck? It was weird, man.
I know, right? And then he's like, like you look at the look on his face was like such a good mix of disgust and confusion.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't even know what I'm feeling because I don't know what I'm feeling. But no, gross.
Oh yeah, and then it took a complete turn, and she's just like, you know what? Okay, maybe let's not do that. But can you kill me? How about that, huh?
Death?
You want to kill me?
Death?
Would you like that? And he's just like, oh, what's going on here? Like. I'm out of here. And makes another boat. It's just like bye, and she's like, oh, come on, kill me. Like, I'll be your best form. And he's like, I wouldn't feel nothing if you died. Nothing. That hit me, man. I was like, ooh. Yeah, seeing you die wouldn't make me feel a thing.
Fushi's a rapper. Guy's killing people.
Yeah, that was pretty dark. And she's just like, I know. And I was like, okay. And then I forgot to mention initially, when the tentacle monster tried to take her over,
I was gonna wait
she just like flexed it. She just flexed and was like, no.
Which I'm kind of right about, which I'm gonna talk about. But.
Yeah, you will talk about it. And then Fushi's like, figure out your own way to survive. And then that same one, I assume, comes back to find her, and her arms are like tied up and shit. So it just takes over her body. We assume.
Yeah, that's a different chapter.
Alan doesn't assume.
Oh, I don't assume nothing. I don't assume nothing.
And then
I know.
And then he reaches shore, starts a new adventure. Oh, and I guess Purin. I don't know what the hell happened to her, but okay.
She was on the boat with everyone else.
She's already on the mainland. Yeah. She's already on
mainland. I thought you just forgot about her and left her there.
Did you guys hold on before we go any further? That was a great recap. Did you guys watch the preview?
Thank you. The preview? No.
For the next one?
Yeah, I did.
Dude,
I
okay,
right.
And I'm gonna go out on a whim, but we're gonna keep on. We'll talk about it in a second. Okay, first of all, Hayase is now Hayase/Nokker. It's a must. It's bro, like you said.
It's gotta be.
The thing. Visor insta her arm, and she's like, no. But I also think that because she has such a good willpower and her mind is so messed up already, she wasn't able to get taken over by that one. But like you said, it came back after, maybe knowing that it can use her as a vessel. Because I'm assuming Nokkers are like a parasitic virus that just want a host, right?
Yeah.
So knowing that she can accept him, but also has good powers and all that, I think she's gonna be like half Knocker, half Hayase, and that's gonna be a crazy villain for Fushi to figure out because he could not even beat regular Hayase, right?
No.
That's gonna be pretty cool. Now, what I wanted to say.
Well, he did kind of crush her from behind, but
ooh, that's terrible wording. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, we're gonna. So preview wise, actually, fuck preview. We're gonna go with the whole story. Tonari actually is a pretty good character. She's not just your generic like, oh, I like you main character. I'm gonna be with you forever. She knows what she has to do. She knows she can make the island better for everyone there. But what pissed me off was the adults right around the end of the episode where they're like, "Oh, kids, you came back for us. We're so trash." Yeah. Like, where was this mentality before you met this immortal guy? Like, you guys want nothing to do with this. Like, it's so annoying. But I mean, hey, if one person can, that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of Fushi. If you can change the heart of people, there you go, boom. But yeah, Tonori's a great character. I want to say kudos to Sean. He kept with that the freaking bird theory, and it's gonna come to.
It's not over.
It's not over yet, but it's coming, bro. It's coming. Like the guy, she sent the bird to his death wish. Like I don't know what she. Was doing.
Basically, yeah.
The real question is, do you think the bird is with him still? I guess we'll find out next episode. I think so. Or do you think he flew back after he got to land?
No. I think that's with him. That's with him until it dies. I swear it has to be. It has to be.
Well, I guess it's an owl, not a bird.
He needs a form with wings.
Yes.
It just has to. It's coming.
And yeah, and I guess this is the end of the. What's the island called? Is Janada?
Jumanji.
Yeah, let's go Jumanji. Yeah, so this island arc is kind of done. I want to ask, how did you guys enjoy it? Was it good for you? Or was it, how did you guys like it?
It started off kind of meh.
Yeah.
I was trying to get over Gugu still, and then they tried to introduce me to all these random kids.
Yeah.
I knew they were gonna make me like them, but I'm glad what they did. Well, for me, anyways, I feel like they focused on one, because if they tried to make me care about all five of them,
it wasn't gonna work out. Yeah.
In that time, and I wouldn't have. So they focus on Tonari, which they did. I do care about Tonari. Like, they made her like a complex person, so that's what made her interesting. Like, if she was just if she was like Gugu, even Gugu-esque, I don't think it would have worked, because
we have Gugu. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, right. So the fact that she was like conniving, but also like trying to protect her soul, but also mean but nice, and like she was just like very like, it was, I was like spending a lot of time trying to figure her out, which kind of made me like invest in her character. So that was good. Obviously they set it up for the first Knocker. Again, was like meh. Still don't understand why they went from one Knocker at a time to like 7,000 of them, or however many dead bodies, while they're all of a sudden versus that many Knockers. Right. Yeah. And but yeah. So overall, I think good.
Yeah.
Good character growth for on Fushi's end.
Yes.
He's a lot more confident as like a person. Yes. He's starting to use his brain more. He's been put in situations where he's had to, and he's not as scared of being around people. So he's like able to like open up better because of Tonari, and he knows that it could come with pain, but at the same time, he's willing to take the happiness with the pain now.
Yeah.
As before, he was trying to like shut himself off. So that's interesting. So yeah, overall, Gugu's still Gugu, but
100%, bro.
I'll put this arc right behind that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it. Everything I just said is exactly what I thought. I liked how Hayase is still now alive and is now like maybe his. I wouldn't say villain, but if she is, if she is like a Knocker villain, I'm assuming now the obsession of being with him is over, and she just wants to steal him for herself, right? Because she knows that he will never want to be with her or whatever, do what she wants. So now, because she has the ability of a Knocker to take his forms, why not have him why not have his forms be accessible to yourself? There we go. Yes, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Use each one however you want.
Okay. I again, Tonari, fantastic character. I like how her resolve to her personality was, I tried my best to be good, unlike my dad. However, when she noticed herself, like, some people deserves to die, others shouldn't. that mentality is already bad. Like, she knows that, and she's just trying to fix herself now. And she's now the leader of Jananda or whatever. So I feel like there's gonna be a time skip, and then we're gonna see her when she's older. When they're both older. Didn't know they were 14, by the way. Oof, like that's crazy.
She said she was 14.
Yeah, I didn't know until I think it was last episode, right? She's like, I'm 14, even though I'm 14.
Whenever she like broke down her life, she's like, when I was 10, I did this. Yeah. When I was 12.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that one. I think out of the bunch, and that's why I want to say, out of all of them, other than Tonari, I think Uroi was my favorite like death because he was just so selfless when he did it. Yeah. Not that I felt any more like Uroi's better than Gugu. No. Just out of the group, I think Uroi was like the most sad.
I still don't believe a 14-year-old was able to rip his arm off and just be fine.
Dude, he did it for the crew, man. He did it for the crew. Come on,
He didn't even wince. Okay.
That's just willpower, dude. That's just willpower. Nah. I don't know what to tell you.
I would say I liked it. I was in the same position where I was like, oh god, more characters to
kill off
that are gonna die. Yeah, exactly, right. And Tonari, I thought everyone was gonna die. I thought this episode Tonari and Hayase were gonna die. That's what I guessed last episode. I mean, I wasn't right on either, assuming Hayase is still considered to be alive when possessed by a knocker.
Right.
But I do like that kind of like the bad guys teaming up kind of game they're playing with the Hayase and the knocker, because I feel like Hayase changed something in that knocker when it was she was talking to it, right? She's like, oh, you can't do it like that. You have to do it like this.
Yeah, it was weird.
Exactly. And then it like stopped in her, and then she threw it out, and then it just went away, and it was like, oh, maybe this girl has like a point, like
maybe she's right,
demented point. Yeah. So now, and then she had this thing where it's like, oh, I want you to be a part of you. And now I feel like it's going to be like, oh, well, if you're not going to accept me, I'll use the knocker power to take all your forms, and then we'll be together in that way.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Alan said.
You guys, I'm like kind of on this boat too. Everyone's very convinced that she has now knocker fusion. Before fusion, I continue, do you guys think Hayase's in control or the knockers in control?
That's a good question. I think Hayase. I think Hayase, yeah.
Okay, so, but let's just go into an alternate reality for a second. Okay. What if that instead of what you guys said, when she talked about him, the knocker's like, oh, you think you're smart, huh? Just wait. And then just sat down and waited for his chance. And then finally, when she was alone and tied up, he's like, oh, watch
That's dark,
now.
Man. That's dark.
What's going to happen now? And
that's
now she's dead. Would that not be... Listen, I know, like...
Andre, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that 17.5 chapter, all right? We can't. I don't know what you're getting to with this description of what happened to Hayase there, but we can't talk about that here, all right? Let's keep it wholesome. Keep it wholesome.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, I don't listen. You know what I mean? Tentacles and a woman.
And a tied up woman.
Anyways, no. But what I'm saying is, what I've learned in like the grand scheme of anime is like even TV in general. A lot of people think that like the very worst of the worst bad guys get these grand deaths. Yeah. But like I have learned to like become more satisfied for when their deaths are just like so like
meaningless,
throwaway, and they're so like insignificant in the end, because it's almost like better, because like all this attention and stuff that they wanted they'll never get. So I am, while I leaning way towards what you guys are saying, just because of what happened at first, where when that happened, the whole time I was like, no way Alan's right. No way.
I know. I was sitting there like, no way I'm right. No way. That's what I was saying.
But then she threw it out. But like,
so close.
So man. I would just be happy, or I hope that she's actually dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be even better because of what Fushi said. He's like, listen, if you die, I'll feel nothing.
Yeah.
Because usually if he did and she died there, he would gain her form. But if she's dead and he just never gains her form, it would just be like the perfect little button on top of everything.
Yeah. The one thing, I like that theory, but the one thing I would say that might be more on the side of showing that she's in control, is that although the Nokkers can take people over, they seem to be very like poor at controlling people. Like if you watch the zombies, I mean, and even
they move stupid.
Yeah, it's just like I don't think it would be much of a threat. Like even if they're controlling Hayase's body, if it's that kind of sluggish and clumsy, like it'll be easy to kill.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much it.
No, that's a good point. And out of like the 3 kids that we saw, so Mia, Uroi, and Oppa, I think Oppa showed the most emotion when dying by the controlling knocker.
Yeah,
she's still crying
for sure.
She's still crying.
Yeah,
and I think, and this is why I think Hayase is still in control, because Oppa's like overwhelming sadness was able to come through even when the knocker was like controlling her. That's why she was still crying. So we all know Hayase is crazy bad shit, like just crazy, like she's just mentally
obsessed.
Not there. And yeah, her willpower for wanting Fushi is so prominent. I think, and as we saw, it literally went inside of her, and she was like, "No, like this is not how you do it." Like, I started off that wrong. As the knocker tried to take control of her, she's like, "This is not how you do it. You got to learn to be, how to treat a whatever." And the knocker's like,
how to treat a woman and how to ask for consent.
That's right.
Yes.
And that's what we're all about here at Weeb Gamer, consent and just proper etiquette. Yes. But yeah, so the knocker was like, ooh, she's like maybe right, but also I can use this vessel. And like Andre said, I'm on the side of knockers aren't stupid at all. Like I feel they're very bad at controlling, like Sean said, but they're not dumb.
Yeah.
So when he noticed, hey, I can use a formidable human body to get to what I want, and she wants the same goal as me, let's do it. Yeah. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
I do think she's. I would even say 100% in control though. Like when all comes to, maybe there's a learning curve, but I feel like she gets there.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that only because it makes the most sense. But I was just saying what I hope.
Yeah.
Of course. Or you know what? Even better. Instead of like I just said, Oppa was really sad, and the knocker portrayed that as sad. Yeah. So now that she's controlled by this knocker, maybe the only thing she can think of is getting Fushi. Only thing. So she loses all humanity other than I need Fushi. Like I need to kill him. I need to abduct him. Whatever. So maybe that's the case. Like she loses everything else. Yeah.
The one point I wanted to make about this arc too is just how disappointing I found the knockers to be. Like they were doing good in terms of progressing their abilities and making it harder for Fushi.
Right.
But and this type of knocker made sense with how Fushi beat the knocker last time. Like the problem was the people around him were helping him. Yeah. And then it was like, oh, I'll just take out the people around him then, which it did. But it didn't really use that into like a really good weapon. Yeah. It was good to remove any kind of help and that Fushi would get from others, but it was just kind of poor in terms of defensive or offensive capabilities.
Not yet, but you just remember that each time it gets a little better. Because remember, it came back as wood twice.
Yeah.
The second wood was better than the first time it was
wood.
Then it was rocks twice when they were fighting Gugu, and then when it came and it was better the second times it was rock. So maybe they're finding a next evolution on the human. So this time it's like, shit, humans are actually harder than I thought at first. What else can I do to make this better? Oh, maybe I can fuse with a crazy warrior lady, and then maybe that will result in something better. Because
she can if all goes well and she isn't dead, because like Andre said, she could be. Now that knocker can communicate with other knockers, saying, "Hey, this is our fucking leader, and we can do the thing." But also, and every time what Andre just said is 100% true. The thing is, this is the only time it's ever split. And as you know, with power and splitting, if this is your first time splitting up your power, you're actually dividing your, let's say, chakra into different vessels. So like your 100% power divided by like 20, you only have like 5%.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like what
do you mean they
No, I'm saying, you know how the knockers we saw, like the knocker they face right now, like the tentacles from the ground, those each had a heart inside of the stomach of the vessel they were in.
Yeah, because they were just different knockers.
They weren't. Oh, I thought they were the same one, just split.
Oh no, it was like
I thought
like
that's
100.
that's what our initial theory was. You and Sean are talking, but the beholder fully said there's just a bunch of knockers.
Oh, okay.
And then he said there's 3 knockers left.
Damn, I gotta learn how to read better, I guess. But yeah, so I just thought in my theory that I thought like, oh, like they just split so their powers in too much. Yeah. The next time they come in, because they have this leader lady, they can split properly and blah blah blah. But yeah, anyway, they have a Hayase now. If they do, if she's not dead. And Fushi's got another. I wonder who we're gonna meet next. But let me talk about this preview. We see Purin.
Purin,
right?
Purin.
Dude.
Oh, she is.
Remember my last episode, our last episode. Sorry, when I said Purin has a better. Not sorry. She has a purpose still, right? Because why would you keep this lady long? Yeah. Dude, the beholder she's laying down, and I'm assuming. She's like dying of old age. I don't know, but I'm assuming that. And the beholder's like, Fushi is a fucking bitch. So if you die, I think Fushi's gonna just crumble. I think the beholder has something in store for Purin. I don't know what it is.
Death, probably.
Going with the theme of what's happening, we're fusing. Beholder, Purin. Hear me out. Yo, Sean, go watch that preview after this. Look at the way he's looking at her, dude.
Yeah?
That is not
Wait,
where I thought
look at her. I'm holding the mic now. Look at her. He's like looking down at her like this, dude. And it's crazy. You have to see it.
I honestly thought she was gonna die because in the preview it's like, oh, Fushi decides that he's gonna live out the rest of his life with Purin. They're having lots of fun.
His life
is great. Yeah. Oh, I guess her life.
Right?
And then, but like at the very end, the beholder's just like until, and then that's it, and then it ends.
That's why.
Well, until what?
Beholder,
exactly. That's what previews are supposed to do.
She's laying down,
get you to wonder.
And the beholder is like, I don't know if I should let you die. I think that's what his eyes said. I read eyes very well, dude.
I would think he would want her to die.
He would want her to
die. Because he's stuck there with her. He's not progressing.
So again, here we go. Alan's 2v1. I'm literally fighting for my life like R. Kelly out here. Yeah, I think. Shit. I think the beholder is gonna. A little. Here's some life. Like. Go back to your younger years. Teach Fushi. Something. I don't know.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all I got. What do you want from me? Dude, I'm so...
That's up there with your rocket ship theory.
I'm not even going to talk about that. You guys are just going to blast me to smithereens. I'm still waiting for the resurrection of my good friend March and Gugu. Tonari can go suck one because she's not dead yet. But yeah.
Because she can suck one.
Now listen, guys. Usually I would be like, Tonari's definitely going to die. I feel like I'm not saying she's safe, but what I'm saying is like I think she's gonna survive until whatever like the ending conflict or whatever is.
She's safe for now.
As long as I thought Panora was gonna survive, but now that I'm thinking about it, if the Knocker and Hayase really did fuse, she might just decide to go back to the island and murk everybody.
Yeah. It's possible.
Yes.
He suddenly realizes he can turn into Tonari, and he's like, "Oh shit, here we go again."
So there's also that possibility, but I do think if Fushi had stayed, or if Tonari said, "Nah, we should go together," or anything like that, but the minute she decided, "Nah, we're gonna stay on this island," then I was like, "Okay, most likely you're safe," and I'm on the side that she's safe. If she dies, I wouldn't be shocked. But I'm thinking she's gonna live through this.
I love it. You're so optimistic, but I think Tonari staying on the island is actually setting her up to die. And like Sean just said, I think Hayase is like, how do I get to Fushi? Through connections. As of right now, she's closer to Tonari than she is anyone else. I say she just goes to the island, like Sean said, kills everyone except for Tonari, brings in the Fushi, and she's gonna say, let's redo this deal. You come with me, or I kill this bitch.
But technically, she doesn't know where the island is in her.
You're telling me the knocker that just came from the island is not going to just show her where it is?
That's a good point. Yep.
It might not. They might just drift away, and the Nokkers just like dolphins swimming somewhere else. But
could be.
If you want leverage, which I know Hayase loves having leverage, I think you just go back there and just maybe not even kill anyone. Don't waste your time. Just grab Tonari.
I hope she decides to go after Fushi.
I do too.
Just because I need Tonari to live for my soul.
I'm just sick of
for my
Tonari.
soul to stay to stay in my body. I need her to live at least until listen. If we get to a big Nokker versus human war where Fushi's trying to lead them to finish off the Nokkers once and for all, and Tonari dies in this war, then I'll be like, acceptable. You had a good run. You did your best. That's fine. But before that, it's gonna bother me.
Yeah,
it's gonna bother me. Okay, because listen, with Gugu, they did it. That one episode where he died, they faked his death 7 times, and then eventually just said, "Nah, he is actually."
Damn it!
And I don't want this to continue. Now imagine they do the same thing, but across 3 years of seasons with Tonari.
No, they could totally do that. I could totally see time skip. He somehow finds Tonari again, and then she's older and she's all happy and stuff, and then she's dead.
This is what I see.
Completely.
I see he's gonna shift into Tonari. He's gonna change into Tonari. Then we're all gonna be like, "Oh no, she's dead. This is terrible." But then she's gonna show up, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh, our connection was so strong. I transformed." Yeah, I know. No, that's not what I really thought. That's what I tried to convince myself of. But wait.
What I said.
Wait, and then Tonari's gonna come like, "Oh, I evolved. Our connection's so strong." But then Hayase is gonna show up, and then she's gonna go after things. A
Chidori right through the heart.
No, she's about to, but then the owl is gonna swoop down, save Tonori's life, so the owl's dead.
Yeah.
And then we're like, yes, she survived again, and then I'm gonna kill Hayase, and then she's dead. Tonori's alive. We think, yes, she's finally safe, and then then the Nokker is gonna crawl out of Hayase, and then just murk Tonori, and then I'm gonna be upset.
That was a good. That's good foreshadowing.
I actually could see that happening, word for word.
Very good guess.
I'm just honestly, I still think Tonari dies. I don't know when, but I feel like she does.
Yeah, in the future sometime.
Yeah.
The one thing though about this story that I really like is that each form he has a purpose. He uses everyone for something, and I don't know what purpose Tonari would have.
He's gotta wake up quick, bro.
He can't even react to them in time.
Yeah, I was so convinced she had that poison immunity bullshit, but now we don't even know because we just didn't get to see it in action. It wasn't
insomnia.
She's just
the power of insomnia.
I'm just excited to see what happens to
comes through
Purin because that. I'm telling you, Sean. Go watch it. We'll talk after. But holy crap, it's
something's
gonna happen. We don't know. If she dies, that's bad. If she doesn't die, why not? What does the beholder see in her that he didn't see in Google?
Yeah.
He didn't see in March. He didn't see in anyone else, right?
Yeah.
I do have a question. Where do you think Fushi goes from here? Because he's finally made his first. I guess technically they're not kills yet.
Unfortunately,
but they're as close to a kill as he could get.
Honestly,
and there were people he actually.
Honestly, I think your theory of the time skip instantly happens. Next episode.
No, instantly.
Not instantly.
Actually?
Next episode, I think it's gonna be a filler. We've had a fun time. We're gonna see a little bit of Purin and Fushi's life after the island. You see the connections they made. You see the people they meet. But then I feel like it time skips into Fushi being older, and then Purin just at the end of the episode just dying, and the beholder's going to be whatever he does. And then I think the next episode is when we see Tonari. I honestly do, and I think Andre's word for word is literally spot on what happens. Unfortunately,
I don't think Tonari's gonna come back that quick. I don't think we're gonna see her again till next season.
Dude, you guys told me Gugu wasn't dying, so I don't know what to
I did say that.
You were the same people that told me.
But I'm gonna use.
You were the same people that told me he wasn't gonna fucking die.
How could you kill such a character? I
can't believe we're still salty about that. It's been months.
I will never be unsalty about that. I will always be.
That's true.
Yeah, literally every death I witness from here on out is gonna be compared to
Gugu. Exactly.
Compared to Gugu. Listen, there are very few. There's Jiraiya. There's Itachi. There's Ace. There's
Ace. That's a huge one.
Gugu.
There's Gugu.
There's Gugu.
Yeah, that one's big.
There's
Gugu.
Yeah.
who we knew in less episodes than all of them.
Oh, literally.
Exactly.
No, Tachi's death was sad.
That's the connection he builds.
Let's not talk about that right now. I'm sad already. Holy fuck.
Maybe you should get a new best character.
The Hokage theme song just started in my head, like the.
I should have known, to be honest with you, because everyone I enjoy dies. Now that I think about it.
Everyone.
Itachi was my favorite character.
Every pure-hearted.
Ace was my favorite character.
Every pure-hearted character just ends up fucking eating shit. It's so sad.
Lelouch was my favorite character.
Lelouch. There we go.
Like, the one time I liked the main character the best.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, no. But the one time I liked the main character the best, they murked the main character. I was like, what the heck? Oh, man. Oh, spoiler for Code Geass if you haven't watched it.
Fuck you guys. If you guys haven't watched any of these shows yet, you guys could fucking eat a ass. All right? Next.
Isn't Lelouch's last name anyways?
Lelouch v. Britannia.
Oh, that's the last name. True.
Or Lelouch Lamperouge. I don't know when they use
it,
but I remember they have they call them those two things. I don't know when.
Isn't there a movie now where he
maybe
doesn't, where that thing doesn't happen that you just said happens?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Really?
I have no idea. I watched the first and second season. And
guys, we said we wouldn't do this. We're not talking about this right now. We need an episode for this. So what? Oh, okay. Right. So we're going into Isekai.
We think that Fushi's gonna turn into a dark guy who goes on killing all his bad guys, or do you think he's just gonna be the same?
He's a pussy for life. Pussy for life.
I don't know. It's part of why this is such like an interesting anime to me, because like I just strap in and it takes me for a ride, you know.
Strap on,
since it started, since it started, it's just like I don't know what this is. I'm just going to experience it, and that's just how I go into it. I don't try to unless it's guessing who dies.
Yeah.
I just kind of
don't dissect it. You kind of just let it funnel into you. Yeah.
Yeah, because anything can happen technically. Like right. I don't know how built this world is right now. Like you have forest people, sure. I don't know what other parts of the world there are out there that are developed.
And true, this is the first tentacle knocker too. Like we've seen, like Andre said, well, actually they all kind of were, but this one was like.
What do you mean? They all look the same.
Yeah, but this one took the form of people. Like what's next other than Hayase being a knocker? Like clouds,
rocket ship.
Yo, there's gonna be a fucking avatar knocker where you can control all elements, and then we're completely fucked.
Fire knocker.
That's right. Ooh.
Yeah. Fire bear knocker.
Yeah, no, I just wanted. I don't know. Like when he's like, nah, I'm gonna take responsibility finally and kill these guys. Mm-hmm. I was like, maybe that's his move into a darker future. But then he treated Hayase exactly the same. Yeah. Actually, no, he didn't. Because I feel like he would feel guilty about what he did, but he fully looked her in the eyes, you can die for all I care.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Basically,
100%.
And then just bounce.
Damn, that was awesome. It gave me chills, give me goosebumps. Yeah. But the one thing I was wondering too is you can follow the trend between each knockers with what powers they gain and how they kind of solve the problem of how they lost to Fushi before.
True.
But what's the problem to solve this time for them?
Fire, bro, again.
Fire again. Fire. No, it's gonna be rock people. Rock people.
Honestly, let's go. No, you guys mentioned their weakness already. It's strategy. It's just strategy. Again, they're always learning this and that, but they're missing strategy, and they just found a fucking warlord to feed off of their mind
That's what I was saying. Alan's theory is very interesting because if they could use Hayase as a leader, and then they can organize, and she can organize them, and actually divulge a real plan. That'd be interesting.
We might even see more than Hayase get taken over. Hayase be like, wait, you could do this to me? There's that guy who's super strong. There's that guy who's super good with shooting the arrows. Go take over them. Let's make a team. Avengers assemble and fucking let's go. For real.
Exactly. The Knocker Queen just wants some action. Come on.
Do you think there is a
Knocker Queen? The fuck? Holy shit.
I was about to say
nothing I said was wrong.
Went there. Do you guys think that the knockers have a leader?
Well, they do now. Knocker Queen, let's go.
Or something. How are they made? Remember the beholder basically said something sent them, didn't he? Or
yeah.
Did he not say
well, the way he worded it was, I created you to preserve. They were created to do the opposite. So yeah, something created them. There is someone else.
So something's sending them to do something.
Maybe he did.
At least.
Maybe he made them just to help him grow.
Yes, I am totally in the mindset of the Beholder is literally just like you guys were saying. We said this before. He's literally there to test to see if this life on Earth is worth preserving, and he's gonna put them to the test. He's gonna put his creation to the test to see if it's worth it. And I'm totally in the thought like this guy might be a dickhead, right? He could be.
Yeah.
Like they said, is he a god? No, he's not a
Adidas.
god. He could be a devil. He could be a demon. Like we don't know.
He could be like Puma and Adidas.
Yeah.
They had one company, then the one brother got upset and then left and then made Puma.
No shot. I didn't even know that.
Against his brother, which is Adidas.
Holy shit. Well,
Damn.
Puma.
That's why they're both stripes.
Damn, that's rough.
Interesting. And there's your fact of the day on the Weeb Gamer Podcast.
Yeah, bro. I read Uber facts. You can come up with one every week if you want.
Let's go.
Don't you worry. Also, Soul Leveling was lit this week, so read that.
I heard, dude.
Wow.
I didn't read it though. I didn't read it at all. I just know it was good. Someone said, "Oh my god, he's so hot." And I'm like, "All right."
What's his face? Jujutsu Kaisen looks like it's leading up to something interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see. So
Alan hasn't read that either.
I know. That's why
I'm not going to. I don't think I am. I need to see. I can't bear it, dude. If Gojo's dead or if like Itadori's dead, I'm done. I'm not gonna. I can't. I hate your laughs.
Well, you're gonna experience it eventually.
Yeah, but I'd rather just cry with myself while you guys laugh at me for it. So it's fine. Fuck it.
Do you know what I've been reading randomly for the past like 5 days?
What?
Not
Baki.
solo leveling. Yo, Baki's nuts. Honestly.
I've been reading it because it's been so nuts, and I'm just like, is this ever get less nuts? Like, this is just ridiculous.
They just get more muscular, and they just get more outrageously like crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Oh, also, side note. Remember Platinum End last week when I explained what the topic was, and you guys said that sounds like Death Note. That's because it's by Death Note.
Yeah, we saw that.
That's crazy.
I looked it up after, noticed that. Yeah,
that's crazy.
And because the drawings are like exactly the same. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, we can get into it. Actually, I do have one last question.
What?
We might not get too far into Isekai conversation this week, but that's okay.
That's okay.
What's up? Do you guys know how much episodes are left?
Many?
Like 24? Do you think there's 24? Like
I think so.
Yeah, 24.
Because I think so. Next episode's 19. So let's say we have five
more.
left.
Yeah, let's go 5.
What do you think is left to happen? Do we have another arc? Do the Nokkers come back at least one more time? Like, what do you think is left?
God, that's
one
not
more
enough
arc.
time for resurrection. God, that's not enough time.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Maybe next season.
One more arc.
We'll have this conversation next year.
Something huge is going to happen. There's one more arc, and it's going to end with something huge.
For sure.
And it's going to be a huge cliffhanger, and then it's going to end. And I have no idea what it's going to be, but I think it's going to be huge.
True.
And then you're going to have to stop yourself from reading it for a year.
I can do this.
Sean can do
I'll just read Baki.
I know me and Alan can do it.
I can do it. I don't. There's nothing to gain from reading that one because it's like I enjoy watching it. You know.
All right.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
But Tokyo, I'm probably gonna read though.
Nice.
I might.
Yo,
that too.
1 second.
Okay. Alan decides, hey, I've never ever had any issues, but just because Andre has to edit it, then let's add.
Oh my God, no, that's not the fucking reason.
That's
not the reason.
Some barbecues.
That's exactly what it was.
Bro.
Anyways, we can get to our Isekai conversation.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's get
Let's
it.
go.
What are we gonna talk about? It? Do we just want to talk about like what we feel about them?
Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
How it's been progressing through like. It's like what's in now with anime, right? Like there's so many.
There's a lot.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, let's go.
Won't start. I don't care.
Andre, you go.
Okay. You want me to start?
I love when Andre
Okay,
starts.
well, see. We'll see. So, when I first, I'm trying to think of the first one.
Yeah.
I guess Inuyasha is technically the first
Literally.
one.
Oh, yeah. I totally didn't even think about that.
Watched.
Yeah. Really?
Right. So,
Welcome.
But the concept of it, is really cool. Like, I love the concept, which is probably why it's done so often, and it's very easy. It's very easy concept to do, which is probably why it's done to death as it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying, especially since I've actually started getting into anime and following the seasons and the different shows coming out, I'm definitely realizing it's a very overpopulated genre.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, and it's starting to get to the point where like once I hear isekai, I kind of like
cringe.
You know,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I cringe a little bit, which sucks because like there are so many good ones, and technically just because it starts in the real world and then they get transported somewhere else, it shouldn't affect the quality of the anime at all. That's just like the premise.
Right.
But I just don't understand sometimes why they can't just start without the beginning part and then just start in the fantasy world.
Yeah,
you know
right? I guess so.
Right. So, but there are a lot of good ones, I will say that. I guess there's stuff like Sword Art Online, the beginning.
The beginning.
I can't even think of them. Slime. Yes, the
Yeah,
beginning.
Slime.
And Slime.
ReZero.
I like Slime. It's fun. ReZero is a good one.
Konosuba, I guess.
Konosuba. I don't think I've watched
No.
Konosuba. Mashoko Tensei is more recent. It's pretty good. The beginning after the end, manhwa on line. You should read that. It's
Yeah.
There's one I started. It was like it's like I don't know the name, but it was like reincarnated, and he's like now in a magic world where he like learns how to use magic. It was new. It was like
so like all of
no, you fucking bastard. Well, I was
also
gonna
Shield
say
Hero, which no one said.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Shield Hero
one,
too.
but this one
Yes.
was also like I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's hard to explain, but I'll get the name. But
is it Mashoko Tensei?
No, it's
Is he
not.
a kid? Does he get reincarnated as a baby?
The slime one?
No, it's not the slime one. Actually, it might be what Andre's talking about. And like
he starts as a baby and then he's like an OP magician, but he's a horny baby.
I think that's what it is. I started it. I'm like, it's good, but I just never followed up because I'm like, whatever.
It's good. No. It is really good because he's like a 40-year-old man.
In like
like a home thing, and then he like skipped his like someone's like funeral to like watch someone in the bathroom and masturbate to them, right? And then he saves some girl's life, gets hit by a truck. But
great start there. You're really selling it.
But then he saves some girl's life and gets hit by a truck. I mean, that part is disgusting. And there are very very uncomfortable like spots in there.
Yeah,
but
it was
overall as anime and story wise.
Now that you said that,
anime and story wise, it's very good.
Yeah. Well, I remember him just doing like this spell. I think it was like later, and he
blew up his house.
I'm like, this animation of just the water alone is disgusting.
Yeah, no. It's good, man. That's why. But like it's not like.
Now I remember.
It's not like ecchi. It's not like ecchi, and it is. It is.
Just say
but
it
it's
is,
not in the sense. I was about to say like, but you know how there's like all those ones where it's like accidental ecchi and it's like stupid and like, oh, I fell on this girl and her clothes fell off somehow. Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like it's very intentionally like adult, whereas like there's like sex in it and like stuff and like. But there's one scene in particular. I don't mean sex in like you don't see it happen, right? It's just like his parents are very sexual beings, and sometimes you could hear things, and he's like, yo, I'm a kid. Why are you guys so loud?
Oh, okay.
Right? Give it a try. Just keep it
okay.
That's all I should say.
I'm trying really hard.
I'm trying really hard to sell this.
I know.
It's not working. It's not working.
Don't watch it with your parents, guys.
Just put on headphones. And there's one very uncomfortable scene. And
guys,
if you get through it, you'll know what I mean. But I mean, and the reason why I say like the other stuff isn't so bad because it's like TV. Like if you see like a sex scene on like PG-13 TV or you just hear it, it's like this thing that just comes and goes and it passes and you don't really think about it. It's like that. But I keep bringing it back to this one scene and it bothered me. It bothered me a little bit. But you'll know what it is when you get there. Not redo the healer. But
I don't even think I'm there. So maybe I don't even know if I can make it. I don't even know if I can make it, to be honest with you. There's that one.
The rest of it, great. Anyways, we should get back to the conversation.
I like them. I do. I think it's an overused genre because it's easy. It's but to answer the question, that's what I want to do. The reason why they start in the real world is because like let's say in that show, I forgot the name again, but the one we just talked about, the way they describe the main character before he gets isekai is basically someone that hasn't done nothing in their life. Literally just like garbage and all that, and which a lot of people that watch anime can relate to. Like I feel like that's literally the reason why 100%. they make this genre is like, oh, I died and I became like the freaking god of like whatever. It's like, ooh, I want to know what it feels like to be a god of whatever. So then you go and watch it, right? So
see, that's why I like the beginning after the end. The manhwa, he's literally like a king. He's basically like king, like the best knight in like the land, and then gets reincarnated into another world as a baby.
Oh really? Holy shit, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to see like the
Nah,
flip
because
side.
he's still OP.
Oh, okay. Well,
like,
that's
stronger
just a
than
fuck.
As a baby. What's his baby ones?
Yeah.
What's going on?
He's an OP baby, bro.
Crazy.
But he grows up, and now he's like 11. But he's an OP 11-year-old.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait to get isekai. I always look at trucks and I'm like, hey, can you do it? No.
Maybe if one of those hits me
You never
really hard.
know.
Yeah.
You never know. But see, that's the thing. Slime changed it up, bro. He got stabbed.
That's true.
Oh my god, he did. I totally forgot. I
Nice
totally
one.
forgot.
Not as many trucks going around anymore. It's all.
What
it's
was
all objects.
there was one that I watched.
Except Mashoko Tensei. Mashoko Tensei was like from last season or 2 seasons ago. So that was a
I
truck.
forgot there was one I watched, and it was literally it's not even action. It's like I think I watched the first season. It's like the zombie, like the girl band or something like that. It's like the first episode. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go outside now, and she's like, everyone's like, yay, and then she like leaves her house, and the truck just instantly hits her. It's like they're like zombies or something like that, and they have to sing. I don't remember what the name is. I'm really bad with names, but yeah, Truck-kun made a nice appearance there, like at least 80 feet, like she was gone, like it was crazy.
It's okay. There's another one called High Rise Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
She goes on top of a high rise, and then she's just in another world now. So there's that.
She's just not there.
That's what Kazutora was trying to do in that one. So.
Yeah, dude, that one was crazy. Yeah.
He's trying to get isekai.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do the whole time. Imagine. And then there's ReZero where I don't know, blinking
Nothing.
does it?
Yeah.
Blinking.
That was the
You blink
easiest
too
one
much.
I always
Blink,
did
be careful,
we
bro.
ever
You blink
find
too
out
much, you
why?
might end up
Yeah, did we
nowhere.
ever find out why
No.
he got transported? No, it was just like
It's
Not
it's
yet.
definitely.
I'm assuming it'll happen eventually.
Yeah,
we'll
true.
find something.
It's
out.
definitely related
Oh,
to
yeah,
the witch
forget.
of envy, but like we don't know how specifically yet.
like she's
Yeah.
cross dimensional
Oh.
or something.
Technically Tokyo Revengers could be considered kind of an isekai. but not
Kind
really
of.
an isekai,
Yeah.
But that was done by a
Isekai'd into his
train.
own past.
Yeah.
That was done-
Yeah. Right.
Oh, have you heard of the anime Gantz?
I have.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Gantz, it was a train too.
Oh,
Train
very
It was a
kun.
train. Except
There you go.
that one you see the contact and his head flying. So
Ooh.
there's that.
Oh, I
This
actually
is
kind of
very
want to watch
gory.
it. That's nice.
Oh no, there's sex in that one too. I don't know if you want to.
All right, here we go.
But it's very visual.
Well,
that
what's the one where there's one where it's like a wrestler, and he gets isekai'd, and he like immediately just like body slams his princess that is like in front of her.
Oh my god!
I don't know
wait,
why
yeah,
I've seen this
what's-
scene. Have you seen this?
Yes, I have.
they-
but what?
Okay,
The
like he
rest-
just his masked like fighter dude. He gets isekai. They're like, "Oh, hero, we summoned you to save," and he just grabs the princess and just like,
like German suplex her. I remember this, bro.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And then he just runs away.
Yeah, he literally
Everyone's
just
just like,
runs.
what the hell?
So, I don't know. No, I've never heard of it.
Anyways,
at all, guys.
it's funny.
I don't know. So, Sean, you never gave
Yeah,
your opinion on
My
it.
opinion. At first when it started, I didn't even like realize it was a genre. Like Inuyasha for me just flows really smoothly, and for that one, I mean, she goes back to a feudal era, which in that universe is just like the past, like the far past. So it actually was like it's not a
guess it's time
different
travel.
world. Yeah, it's just time travel. It still works though, and in that one, it's like silly, but it's serious, but not in the same way that it's silly. In the newer ones, like it was much more
slime.
serious. Yeah,
Right,
it was much more
right.
serious then. And the ones we have now is just some ordinary dude, like Alan was saying. Like that's why we relate so well to them, because like
Right.
all of their reactions, everything they do is very similar to what we would do. Maybe we wouldn't be as weak as Subaru, but you know,
Hey, you never know, man. I don't know.
You never know. You never know.
I don't think I would do much better than
I don't think so
Subaru.
either. I do not think
If
so.
I
Well,
went
for
like
me, I mean.
this, yeah, for me.
I'm
If
just
I
like-
went there like me, like personally right now, and then I have to deal with people like Rem and like
Oh, yeah.
Oswald and like Magic and like
No,
this
yeah,
is all
Roswell
about
would have had me.
I'd probably
had me
die
running,
every
to be
day
honest.
too.
me.
Roswell,
I
just
would die
him talking to me, I'd be like,
constantly.
yeah, buddy, I gotta go. Like this isn't good. Stop talking to me. Like,
And also though, like if I was deal with the whole bowel hunter
Mhm.
thing, Like
once
I get gutted the first time, bro, I don't think I'm going back.
Oh, it's over.
I don't like me and I don't care how pretty friggin' what's her face is, bro. Like we're not Amelia? Talking ever again.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't care how pretty Amelia is. You can have the pointiest ears on the planet, okay? I don't care. Like it's over. We're done.
Wait. So are you saying pointy ears is what? Never mind.
I'd be very. I would no. What do you mean? Shut up.
Okay.
Anyways, I do enjoy seeing these new stories. I am kind of sick of the fantasy world kind of take on it, where it's like, oh, there's classes of people, there's levels, there's shops to buy equipment. Like, I'm just like, okay, can we find some new ideas with like where we're going here? It's kind of always the typical kind of like, oh yeah, we have all these things. Build your own adventure kind of RPG.
I feel that.
And would you want to get isekai into
something different than that?
Bro, just hit me with the truck and don't even send me anywhere. I'm good. I'm fine.
I was just about to say, like, where would you get isekai? What if we change it up? What if we change it up? Yeah. We have a super strong OP main character gets murked, isekai'd into the real world, and he just has to deal with not having powers. Kind of like Devil as a part-timer. Devil has a part-timer?
Yeah.
Is that like that? It sounds like something that would be done already. I would like to be isekai'd into the Pokemon world, and nobody's going to change my mind on that. Yeah, of course.
Pokemon would be pretty legit. I can stay 10 years. Actually, but you're an adult now. It's not good to be an adult in the Pokemon world.
But when Peter Pan goes back, when he's old, it works for him.
Does it?
I think so.
Where would I go?
I mean, he doesn't become young again.
Yeah, I've never actually thought about that. I would actually, before I forget, wouldn't Bleach be an isekai then? Because the dude dies and.
No, it's still the same like realm of.
I mean, that's an isekai.
Are you telling me that isekai?
The soul society is different.
If I die and go to heaven, that's isekai.
Yeah, bro, we literally are living to go get isekai and meet our Lord and Savior.
How do you know all these other people that die and go to a different world? That's not heaven.
True.
How do you know slime isn't in heaven now?
Well, what is even heaven at this point? It's just
Fushi's
afterlife.
Body.
Paradise afterlife, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Fushi's body, yeah. In some cases, yes, Alan.
That's right.
Reincarnation,
maybe.
Guys, this conversation is clearly dying, and we're at an hour and a half anyways. So I say,
all right,
just cut it.
Thank you everyone for watching. I did my job. We do have a Discord now. We will leave the link. I'll add the link to the link tree, and everyone can hop in. You will get a role if you do, join.
A role?
Yeah. So like us three, for example, would be owners or co-owners, and then everyone would be like, there's like many roles like advanced weeb and like novice weeb, depending on what you want. Yeah, there's stuff like that. And then on the sides, you can see like if you guys just want to chill with your friends, maybe just talk to each other, or even just there's like some panels there where you can just like type about spoilers about One Piece or whatever. We have that on there as well. But yeah, other than the Discord, which we're happy to announce, as always, we thank you for watching on YouTube. If you want to see our faces, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We do have Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. We post regularly on there, updates about anything we know, and you can find all that in our link tree. That being said, if you listen to us on Fridays, 8 a.m. sharp, you'll find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and anything else that Buzz Beansprout, whatever it's called, spits it out on.
Beansprout?
Beansprout. Catch us there. But other than that, Andre.
Peace, love, happiness, truck.
Kun.
Sean,
would you like to say anything to our peoples?
Well, my allergies are gone, so I'm feeling much better.
Mine's getting worse.
Thank you for riding through that with me.
Yes. Anyway, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one. Don't get isekai'd. Bye.
Bye.
Or do.
Yeah.